Hey guys, Max here, and guess what? Today, I'm starting my first episode on Bucket Basics. So what I'm going to go over is just Java in general, Java coding, and why is my mouse okay? And just stuff like that. I don't really need the console right there. But so I'm going to be using Eclipse for these because it's more user friendly. And yeah, let's get started. So I hope you have at least somewhat of an understanding of Java. If I hope you do anyway, or at least have Java installed. If you don't, I'll leave some links in the description for that. But right now, I'm just going to show you how to get Bucket in general. So first, you want to go into your browser. My default is Chrome, but it works for any. And you type in dl.bucket.org. Then from there, you click alternate versions and stop right here. For those of you who are server owners, you may know about CraftBucket. That's what runs your server. But for these purposes, we'll be using Bucket. Make sure you click on Bucket. And for now, we can use the latest development build. It shouldn't change that much from it. This is 1.7.2, so make sure your server is 1.7.2 for that. I already have it downloaded. You can just download from there. It's simple, easy. Save it to a spot on your computer, and we can get started after that. Alright, so from here in Eclipse, so once you have Eclipse installed and everything's all set, we need to click New, File, New, Java Project. File, File, New, Java Project. And from here, let's just name it, Plugin. Just cause, right? Yeah. And there. So now we have Plugin right here. Yay, it's cool. And wait. And let me just get rid of that first for a second. This is my second attempt at this because, first one didn't really go as well. Alright, now it should be good, yeah. Alright. So now, finish, and you're good. It should be blank. This is what it should look like. Nothing right here, just a source folder and a bunch of libraries. That's the Java JRE system library. Once you have Java installed, you'll be able to use that, but for now, we won't be using Java and stuff in general. We'll be using Bucket. So from there, you want to get a new package. And now, the way Bucket has it set up is, well, what most people do anyway is me dot your name dot then the name of your plugin. So for this purposes, let's call it plugin. Then finish. Then in your package, you want to click a new class, new Java class, and let's name this one main, just because it's going to be our main class for our entire plugin. Finish. And whoa, look at that, you got words. It's words. This is your package. And this is, your main class. Now, before we do anything, if you want to work with Bucket, you need to right click on the plugin, click on Properties, go to Java Build Path, add external jars. And now you go to the place where you saved your thing, and here, and where? Dang. So probably have. There you go. Saved in plugins. So click on your bucket. Make sure it's there. This is the 1.7.2 one, like I said earlier. But once it's there, click OK, and now you have the bucket library installed. Congratulations. Now to start using it, in order to make sure that Bucket knows that this is a Java plugin, you do extends Java plugin. Simple enough, right? We can go ahead and hover over it and click import. This will import it. Now from here, right now all our plugin is going to do is just turn on and off. Simple. So you can do at on enable, not enable, on enable. And it's not at on enable, it's at override. What am I doing? And I can't spell today. Jeez. At override, you do public void on enable. And this is basically what's going to be called when your plugin gets enabled. Simple. And now we can also do an at override public void on disable. This is going to seem like Greek or something at first to you. It's supposed to. You're new at this. But it'll make a lot more sense once we get going. So for this, we're just going to have it display to the console. My plugin has enabled. So in order to do this, we have to do buckets get logger. This is buckets play of logging everything that goes on. Get logger dot info. Then this is a string. In Java, strings are usually, well, most of the time, if not all the time, I put in quotation marks. And in the quotation marks is what you're going to write. That's what's going to be displayed on the screen. So my plugin has been enabled. And that's that. And now it should say that our plugin's been enabled when we do that. And just for when we get off, get logger on the ondisable dot info. My plugin has been disabled. And that's that. Now our plugin will be enabling and disabling. And that's that. It's easy, as simple as that. Now, but before we can get our plugin to actually go in and work, we have to make something. It's called a plugin.yml. And to do that, you right click, go to new, file, and then you type in plugin.yml. For server owners, you are probably familiar with this, or familiar with a config.yml. But for anyway, this is basically what every plugin must have in order for it to be recognized as a Bukkit plugin. It will not load and will not work if you do not have a plugin.yml. This is very important. So now the contents that you put in here is fairly simple. Name, colon, and then you can put the name of your plugins, like plugin. Then what I like to do is author, and then you put your name, obviously. This is that when people in-game do dash about and then the name of the plugin, it shows the name of the plugin, the author, and any descriptions and versions it may have. Just so you know, you get some credit for your work. Then you type in version. This is basically the version of your plugin, 1.0. No, whatever you want to put there, as long as it's a number. I rarely update this, if ever. I just leave it as is because I'm lazy. And leave it as that for now. Then main. This points to the main class that's in your package that needs to be. This is the thing that uses extends Java plugin. So you write your class me.mumaxi.plugin. It's case sensitive, so be careful. It's case sensitive. Then my main one is main. There you go. That's all you need to do for that. Then description. If I spell it right, I did not. Descript. Shun. I don't know what I did there. Then the description of your plugin. My first plugin. Simple enough. So after that, we can do some commands, but we can just leave that blank for now. Yeah, I can just leave that blank for now. Yeah. Alright, no, I don't want to do anything like that, no. And, actually, I think it's like that, yeah. And, leave it there. And we should be good. So now, you press F5 to refresh the plugin. Always, always, always press F5 and refresh the plugin. Always. I cannot tell you enough. Always do that. Then you click File and Export. Next. Then you go to where you browse to where you want your plugin to go. So mine's going to go on my Bukkit server. On the plugins, and I already have it there because, from last time. But you save. Then you don't need the .project or .class path. You don't need that. I don't know why it's there, but it's fine with it, but I just never found a point for it, so I always got rid of it. After that, you do finish, and it no already exists, but whatever. And yeah, so if we go to our folder where we saved it and run our server, it should not give us an error, but it probably will. And Did it? Yes, it did. Read out commands because it doesn't have anything with it. Okay. So next time I do that, I should probably put a command there if I do that next time. Alright. Don't put in commands. Not yet, anyway. Then F5, File, Export, Next, Finish. Alright. And then we can run our server again. Hopefully it won't give us an error. Did it? No, it did not. Perfect. And as you can see, our plugin, this is the name, has been enabled. And that's the version number 2. My plugin has been enabled. Congratulations. And then when you stop your server, my plugin has been disabled. Congratulations. It works. And I guess I'll show you a command, because, you know, commands are fun. Always fun to use. So, let's just make a command that sends the whoever does the command a message saying your command works, or something like that. So, let's go down, and let's do control space. And here you can see all these things. Oh my god. Okay, then you type in on command, or you've somehow magically scrolled down to it without even meaning to, on command. Then you can get rid of this, type in return false, and get rid of that. Alright, and this is it. So let me just change some of these things. CMD. Alright, and so this is basically the command. I'm gonna go over this basically exactly. So this is the command sender. This is the person or the thing that actually does this command, that performs it. So this is either the console or a player. This is like the command itself, but this isn't the string, I want to say. This isn't the like dash hi thing. This is just the instance of the command. This right here is the actual label itself. So this would be the hi and dash hi. Then this is the arguments that go after, like kick someone. That's an argument right there. And we're gonna go over all this later on, so don't worry. So now what we can do is if this is an if statement. So it basically says if whatever is in the parentheses is true, then do this. Simple enough, right? So if label, so if the string itself equals ignore case test. So if our command is dash test, we can first off we can return true, because this is a real command. So return true, and then if the sender is an instance, actually no, won't get there yet. I'll do that for actual player commands. So if our label is test, then we want to get the sender, and we want to send them a message, and we want the message to say your command works. And that's that, basically. So now, when someone performs the command, the command test, it should say your command works. Simple enough, right? So now, when we go to our plugin.yml, we do commands. No, commands. I believe it's commands, right? Yeah, commands. Yeah. Sometimes I've accidentally clicked the wrong button. So commands. Over here, we're gonna put in test, and from there, what we can do is usage. So yeah, let's indent that one more. Usage and dash test. So when someone says help, and this is what's gonna pop up. Help test is gonna pop up as a usage. So dash test, and then description, if I can spell it. And this is gonna be, I don't know, test command. And that should be that, and it should work. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be extremely sad. Always refresh, file, export, next, finish, yes. Very in sync. And now, we please don't have any errors. No errors, perfect. And our plugin has been enabled. If we do test, there you go, your command works. So that's probably going to be it for today. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me what you want more of these, any suggestions, um, anything you want to learn or want to know how to do. Because I'll show you scoreboards in the future. I'll show you how to give item names and to even make a villager basically have a certain name that when you click a villager, it opens this huge shop and stuff that you can buy stuff from. I'll show you that if you really want to, if you want to get specific there. But that's all going to come in later episodes. And for now, thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked it. I hope you learned something along the way. And that's it. See ya.